I would like to administer the oath of faithful performance to Paul Byrne and Jason Herbola. Paul and Jason, please read the oath aloud together.
I do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New York, and I will faithfully discharge the duties of the office of board member according to the best of my ability.
Thank you. Can I have a nomination for board president?
I would nominate Paul Byrne.
I'll second that.
And seconded by Jenny. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Pass 7-0. Congratulations, Mr. Byrne.
Thank you.
I will turn the meeting over to you.
Okay, could I get a nomination, please, for vice president?
Does he have to take the oath?
Yep, I'll do the oath for the president, vice president after. Yep.
I'll nominate Mike Lees if he's still interested in it again. It's familiar.
I would second that. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Pass 7-0. Congratulations, Michael.
Thank you.
Okay, I would like to administer the oath of faithful performance to Paul Byrne and Michael Lees. Please read the oath aloud together.
I do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New York, and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of the office of Vice President according to the best of my ability.
Thank you.
And I would just like to welcome Jason Herbola tonight. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you. Have you been able to get logged in yet?
I'm working on it.
Do we just want to pause and let him get logged in?
You're in luck.
We're
Aaron's
not
here
supposed to be
tonight.
on.
Yeah.
Everything's working so far.
No, nothing.
Have you met Aaron Brewer?
Yeah.
That really was for, it's really for the administrative team to, if they wanted, or any of you who wanted to, do this from home, but since you're all here and the administration team doesn't come to a board meeting this summer unless I ask them to, so that's why we're just recording it, so we're just live streaming, so we don't need the TV to see who's talking to us. Yeah.
Chuck, I felt this pain tonight.
Oh, yeah.
I'm home tomorrow. I had my big leaf mower out. We was flat on that. Started mowing. Other one went flat. I finished up changing the other one, right? Another one. 3 of them tonight out of 5. Just wasn't close to motor tonight.
No.
It's gonna be a different.
That's what when you want to try to get something done.
Just be hurry and quick. Left to work a little bit. I can get it in by the top. Yeah.
That's the rest people could ask.
Okay, I'm all set.
Okay.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Okay. Could I get a motion to approve the consent agenda?
I'll make it.
I'll second.
Kathy and Tim, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Pass 7-0. We got a motion to approve the regular agenda with one change. Item 2 under school business. If we could change the effective date of substitute clerical to 7/1/2020 instead of 7/1/2019. You got that?
Can I answer, I should have asked this question. On item number 25 on the consent agenda, why is the tuition higher for pre-K through grade 6 than it is for grade 7 through 12?
Well, those are state dictated rates.
Oh, okay. I just was surprised that I think that high school would be more expensive than elementary, but make it more, how do they determine that fee, do you think? Just by staff?
It's a formula.
Okay.
I can provide it to you if you'd like to look at it.
No, that answers that at your staff, there's not much we can do about
Did
it.
that change from when they were half day to full day?
No.
Still would be $6,000
Free day, yes.
We,
It used to, it was
Pre-K.
3,000 for the half day.
No, I was
it was
curious.
great. Yep, we set that rate last year.
Okay. We have no items under personnel, so we will move on to financial reports. Could I get a motion to accept the treasurer report? Which there is not. So we don't have to do that, and there are no more.
No, we didn't. We
Okay,
need to approve the regular.
I'll motion to approve the regular agenda.
Oh, okay.
A second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Passed 7-0. Now we have no appointments, and we have no treasurer reports to accept, and no warrants. So we will move on to school business, which we do have. Could I get a motion to adopt the Board of Education meetings for the 2020-2021 school year?
I'll make it.
Is that Kristen and Mike?
Who's Kathy?
Oh, Kristen and Gary. Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Passed 7-0. I'd like to make a motion to review and then approve the following home instruction and substitute pay rate increases. For substitute teacher aides from $11.80 per hour to $12.50 per hour, effective 9/1/2020. For substitute custodian / cleaner from $11.80 an hour to $12.50 an hour, effective 7/1/2020. For substitute clerical from $11.80 per hour to $12.50 per hour, effective 7/1/2020. And for home instruction from $27.50 an hour to $30 per hour, effective 9/1/2020.
I'll make the motion.
A second.
Jenny and Kathy. Any questions on those? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Passed 7-0. Next, we will be assigning board committee memberships for 2020-2021 school year. And I don't have to.
Yeah, you have that list right there handy, Wes.
Oh, yeah.
It's probably.
Actually, yeah, that's true. You guys don't have a hard copy. The second sheet is this past year's. And
Okay,
the first one is
all right.
whoever signs up for this year.
Fair enough. Under Advisory Audit Committee, we currently have Kathy Brock and Michael Lees, meets quarterly and as needed. Would you both like that slot again, or Kathy and Michael? Okay, and I think two is probably plenty. Yeah.
If there's anyone else interested?
And usually, Jason will sign up each of us for one or two or more, but at least one, very minimum. For COSPA, I was on there last year.
I think when Tesla was
Yeah.
reforming, Jenny became our rep.
Yeah, that's what I thought, because I haven't really done that.
Kristen, do you still want to be the alternative?
Yeah, I can be the alternate.
You see what we're looking at, Jason?
Yeah, I'm looking at it on here, yeah.
So Jenny with a Kristen alternate.
So COSPA is where all the school boards, like you get on the docket, schools, but all the school boards from in that OC will meet, and like we, right before COVID, we had like a gathering, and there was like a workshop to work with other school board members.
Okay.
So that's what that is.
Gotcha. They beat me to it, I was gonna ask.
Yeah.
Next is the Strategic Planning Committee. I'm still planning on
Yep.
meetings with them, so Kathy and Michael were on that last year.
Yeah, I'll say.
Kathy would like to, Michael?
I guess unless someone else is interested. Sorry to have to explain everything to you, but I'm new guy, so.
Ask away, ask away.
Yeah, so strategic planning, we spent some time developing a 5-year plan for our school district. It's a committee made up of about 15 people, parents, teachers, administrators, and we collected a bunch of data about our school district and made some decisions on how we can improve our school district. So one of the things that came out of that was we're adopting a new reading series this fall for the elementary school. So that's just an example of the work that the strategic planning committee does.
So if it's something you're interested in, let us know. Because you could, if you want to sit in on one, you could as well.
Okay,
Something like that.
I was gonna say, do we have to be signed up tonight for it, or?
We're signing up
Yeah,
tonight,
sign up
but
for
certainly
the-
if there's something you wanted to sit in on, to see whether or
Okay.
not just.
Yeah, you don't have to be an official member to show up, right?
Right.
Like you're invited, so.
I was just wondering if there's anything in particular, on any of the committees you really, because I don't want to sign myself up for too much, but if we needed something in a specific area,
Right. Right.
I didn't know if there was one of these committees that really needed more.
Yeah, so we're actually adding 2 committees tonight, so for everyone in the room, we're adding a facilities committee, and the reopening task force, which I think Tim and Kathy wanted to check. It was both of you who
I
wanted.
know, one thing I want to ask about that, when are you gonna be meeting for that? I just look on more, so I have another company now, and he works out here. So it's a
Okay.
lot during the day.
Okay.
So is it more during the day, is it?
It's made up of parents, so I'm assuming it's gonna, not made up of only parents, but I'm assuming it's gonna have to be kind of evening-ish. So. Like 4-ish probably, a lot, maybe 5, somewhere in there.
I will do it, if somebody else can help me out, then, if somebody else
I can
wants
do
to do
it
it.
for you.
I just don't want to
Yeah, I know, yeah.
And Kathy, you would
volunteer for
express
something.
interest?
I'm getting a bunch of it, that's all.
I don't know if we back up if you can't make it or, you know.
You can, if you want to do it, you can.
No,
That way you're in there the whole time.
Well, I won't take that from you like you want, but.
That was for the planning committee? That's a
Reopening.
The reopening committee, okay.
Yeah, that's not listed on last
It's a
year's.
new
That's
committee
one of the
for
new
us
ones.
this year.
Since you don't normally
We usually don't
Well,
need
they
any
call it
cities
one
to
and
do
only
that.
time.
I know, I usually it's just pencils, here, welcome to school.
Business as usual.
Next is the elementary sit, and each building will have a SIT committee, which is a school improvement team. And they meet generally monthly. There'll be one for the elementary now. I don't know what your schedule looks like either. That's an 8, I mean, you got kids in the elementary,
Mhm.
but that's an 8-10 meeting.
So now we are having only 2 SIT committees, right? Elementary and junior, senior high school.
I'll say that.
I'll stand.
It sounds like something I was interested in, so, I mean, I don't know if 3's too many.
No,
No.
You just can't have 4.
Okay. There's a line.
And for Jason's sake, we should probably say when they normally meet. Like the
Yeah.
SIT committee normally meets like 2:30.
Elementary
Elementary
is
morning.
The last
Okay.
Wednesday, the last Wednesday.
Well,
of the
again,
month
you
at
got a
8:10.
new principal, that might
Yeah,
change.
it didn't change it.
So they either be before
Yeah.
school or after school is usually,
Okay,
the elementary's been maybe before school.
okay. The middle school goes after, so, right.
Yeah.
So elementary, I have Jenny, Tim, and Jason.
Next would be the junior, senior high school sit, which I was on, and Kristen, and I would do that again.
I'll do that with me.
So Paul, Kristen, Kathy.
Okay. All right, for the rec center, Kathy, and then Carol and Tim, where there is non-voting members, maybe monthly.
Well, not, we haven't been meeting.
Yeah. Right.
It's kind of, as needed.
Okay. You want to continue to do
Yeah.
that? Okay. Does anybody else want to?
I can take Carol's.
Okay.
I'll say that.
Okay.
That one's an easy one. Something that like, happy yours.
Okay, next is the advisory policy review. If there's any changes or new policies coming in, Jason will meet previous to that and go over them with Terry before they get to this board. So-
And we usually meet before the board meeting, so like 5:45 or so.
Could I take Carol's spot there?
Sure.
And we've got facilities committee.
Oh,
Yeah, so Tim Bivens, our new architect, is going to come in and introduce himself, hopefully maybe within the next couple of months, but we are developing a facilities committee because what we're finding out is we really should have had one all along. And he's getting some documents together for the facilities committee to meet and look at and things like that. So it'll drive all of our decisions in our next capital project, honestly. So that's what the work would look like.
I do that.
I'll do it.
Is there another committee that I could propose, and maybe, it, like as we're speaking, maybe it falls under strategic planning, maybe it doesn't, so if you disagree, but
Yep.
I was just thinking of a committee that, like, meets about and talks about, and maybe curriculum's not the word, but kind of just like, I've always thought that it's something that we need to work on, is just meeting with seniors that have graduated, done their first year of college, and giving us some feedback about, like, things that, like, during that applying for college and like the college credits that transferred over, did they all transfer? Like what their experiences were after leaving Cato, going out into the real world, like and bringing, you know, kind of looking at having a committee that kind of looks at that stuff and kind of reports back to the board, and maybe that's already being done. Like, you know, I don't like.
Well, I don't know if it's part of the high school sit committee or not, but that is definitely a topic we should talk about. You know, and that.
Remember, we can form any committee we want.
Yeah, I did. Like, I know we had one that was like we used to have a Senate committee that was all the whole school. That's what I was just thinking of, just kind of replacing that. And maybe it doesn't have to meet that often. Maybe it needs.
So I would say, our sit committee for whole school is strategic planning. You know, that's what the work we do. But certainly those things, you know, under the new high school principal, like that is something that we would definitely want to approach them with and say, this is a need. How do you want to do it?
Right.
Yeah.
I know Lisa has some people come back after their first semester of college and come into the classroom and talk to the current seniors about their experience with Cato.
Okay.
But I don't get a lot of feedback on it, so I
Right, like maybe that's a meeting like the committee sits in on and then just comes and reports back to the other seven to say, hey, this is what the students were saying. Like they were saying like these college credits transferred, but these didn't. And we wish we would have known more about this. And
Yeah.
we really knew a lot about this and felt really informed to go out in the real world. And you know, I don't know what you call a committee like that. I don't know, you know.
Yeah.
And when we did the middle school second year, Sean, that was more, there's just not enough time to do what Jenny's asking to in that committee. There was a lot of like, what's going on in school, kids are doing this fundraiser, they're doing that fundraiser.
Yeah.
You know, your student council. I think Jenny's on the right track of, that's an excellent thing, that I don't think there's enough time to include that into a sick committee. There's so much other extracurricular stuff you're talking about. So Kristen was on the high school one. Do you think there was enough time in there to
Well,
talk
I
about
guess
that?
I'm thinking, I know what Jenny's talking about because I have kids who home, like some of us have kids who've graduated, and then I think there's things that they, you know, wish they had done here and things that really they did do here that they really liked. So I think there's probably valuable information out there. I wonder if it's something that you could kind of start with seniors as they're graduating and ask them, like, would you be willing to, you know, work, like fill out a few surveys after you graduate, and could you give us your email address? And then if you had like a list of emails, you could make a survey monkey or something a couple times a year to send out to them. And maybe it would take a couple of years to get going, but if you did it every year, you know, maybe you have a list that you could, you know, say maybe I want to ask you questions for 2 years or something.
Yeah.
I assume that's what this committee's first job would be, is like to figure out how we're going to collect data.
Right.
This method or.
Well, and we actually have data.
Yeah, I don't know where it fits. I don't know if it fits with the SIT committee or.
Yeah, I mean, we do have data about our kids even in college, but frankly, nobody is talking about it. You know what I mean? Like, we have college board data that we get from a lot of universities, and whether they remain there or transfer, or, right, whether all of our kids go to a 2-year school, do they stick with it, do they, you know, whatever. So that data is there. It's just a matter of getting your group around that data.
Does that data include, like, you know, saying where, because I know my niece and nephew, they're graduating in like almost a semester already done.
Yeah.
Like, this is fall coming out, so is that data there, like, does that show that part too?
Yeah, if you remember, last year I had Cheryl Sawyer come in and talk about, you know, the kids and how many credits they were graduating with and things like that. So she provided a brief summary to the board about, you know, that type of thing. But I think Jenny's on the right track. I agree with you guys as far as, you know, what can we do better? You know, it would really take our graduates to tell us that, you know.
And do they tell a teacher like Mrs. Byrne more things than they would ever like tell a board member? If a board member called up and said, hey, like, you know, what did the colleges tell you? Like, why didn't you get into this college? You know, students ask that, and what did the college say? Because you know, was it because you didn't have this or that or whatever the case might be?
Yeah, it's really committee for post-secondary outcomes, because you wouldn't want to just be college, you'd want to be career ready too, and you
Right.
want to look at both of those things, you know, so.
Especially in the ag program.
Yep.
So maybe just in general, a post-high school, in general, rather than just focusing on college.
Yeah, I do remember it coming up in strategic planning, actually. It just didn't make it to the top of the list in order to be one of the three, fit into one of the three goals that was there, but it was definitely in there.
So could we call it like the graduate improvement team or something so we're specific, that committee specifically looking at?
Well, I think we need to talk to the high school principal and especially the school counselor, because that is what part of their role, especially the school counselor, should be. So I would say we not decide tonight, you know, who's on that, but we can talk to the high school principal and the counselor to say, this is an interest, how do you want to proceed?
Okay.
Type of thing. So I will write that down. I will not forget about it.
That's it for committees.
Okay, and so facilities is you and Tim. Right?
Yes.
Okay.
And
Thank
do it
you.
all, 'cause that's how you work.
Yeah. That's fine, thanks.
Okay, yeah. So we will move on from there. I'd like a motion to appoint Joseph Phillips as District Chemical Hygiene Officer.
I'll make it.
Jenny and Kathy, any questions on that? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Passed 7-0. Could I please have a motion to approve the Cato Meridian School Employment Agreement for Mr. Mark Lovell, Guard School Resource Officer, effective 7/1/2020 through 6/30/2021?
I'll make it.
Tim and Kathy, any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Passed 7-0. Could I get a motion to adopt the following resolution? Now, therefore, be it resolved in accordance with Section 265.01-A of the Penal Law and Board Policy Number 3411, Prohibition of Weapons on School Grounds, the Board hereby authorizes and directs the District Superintendent of Schools to provide the District School Resource Officer, SRO, Mr. Mark Lovell, with written authorization to possess and carry in school buildings and upon school grounds a firearm and such other weapons as he is duly licensed and trained to possess, carry, and use, effective with the commencement of his responsibilities as a district's SRO and during his continued service in good standing as the district's SRO.
I'll make it.
Kathy, and I think Tim.
Jenny.
Jenny.
Oh, okay. Any questions on that? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Passed 7-0. Could I get a motion to approve the Cato Meridian School Employment Agreement for Mr. Roger Misso, Guard School Resource Officer, effective 7/1/2020 through 6/30/2021?
I'll make it.
Kathy, and I think it was Tim. that
Tim, no, Tim,
authorized
yeah,
it.
Tim.
Yeah, okay.
Can't read lips.
Looking for movement. Any questions on that? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Passed 7-0. Could I get a motion to adopt the following resolution? Now therefore be it resolved in accordance with Section 265.01-A of the Penal Law and Board Policy Number 3411, prohibition of weapons on school grounds, the board hereby authorizes and directs the district superintendent of schools to provide the district's school resource officer, SRO, Mr. Roger Misso, with written authorization to possess and carry in school buildings and upon school grounds a firearm and such other weapons as he is duly licensed and trained to possess, carry, and use, effective with the commencement of his responsibilities as the district's SRO and during his continued service in good standing as the district's SRO.
I'll make it.
I'll second.
Jenny and Kathy. Any questions on that? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Passed 7-0. Could I get a motion to approve the senior class trip to Boston, Massachusetts on Thursday, May 20th, 2021 through Saturday, May 22nd, 2021?
I'll make it.
Kathy and Jenny,
Second, yeah.
any questions?
Yeah, I had a couple. There's a discrepancy in the non-refundable deposit, and in the Apex document it says 150, and then in the description below on payment it says 125. So, I just like clarity in that, like which one is.
Yep.
And the other one I have is, you know, I'm not sure why, but this thing doesn't mention COVID at all. In the sense that we're going to ask folks to basically potentially pony up $125 by September 30th for a trip that, you know, none of us know whether it's going to occur or not.
Right.
I understand Apex isn't going to potentially budge on that. I guess my question was, is there a way to bundle in like insurance into this? If parents pay $125 plus, I don't know, $30 for travel insurance, that they at least only lose out on $30. If this, you know, is there a way to bundle insurance into this as well? Travel.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe they do. I think that's something we should at least look into considering.
Okay.
Because I'm not sure what your adoption is going to be by September 30th. Because
I had the same questions. What, you know, what is the backup plan so that everyone can use all their money?
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Passed 7-0. Could I get a motion to approve the purchase of new online textbooks for the new Cayuga County, or Cayuga College Geology 110 class?
I'll make it.
I'll second.
Kathy and Jenny. Any questions?
I have a question. So I guess maybe it was in here, but I didn't see it. So my question was that with the online textbook, does it come like with an audio version of the textbook, or can you get a printed copy of the textbook if a student doesn't, if it's a student who needs to be able to read it differently? Because I know sometimes students, online textbooks aren't always the best for some kids.
I don't know the answer to that one.
So I'm
That would
okay
be
with the
for the
textbook. I was
instructor,
wondering.
but yeah, I will ask the instructor.
did you have more?
Nope, that's all.
The question I had was, it looks like it's using an app, Norton eBooks. Does that work on Chromebooks? That's a question I
I
had.
don't know. I can Google that for you.
Okay. Because they talked about this allows them to put in notes, it's some sort of app or something, or maybe it's just a website, I don't know. That allows them to put in notes and comments, and so I think it'll be, and it talks about reviewed and synced among all computers and mobile devices.
Yeah, it's pretty platform agnostic.
Okay. And I guess the other question I had was, how does this tie in with the earth science? It says geology 110 will be taught in the fall, and then the remainder of the region's earth science will be taught in the spring. Is this being done in place of the regular earth science curriculum, or is this, I don't know, a separate?
So part of this new class for us is, this is one of those classes that we need in order for a student to achieve a 2-year college degree.
Okay.
So that's why it's on this page in front of you. We still have one other to work on to get there, but I don't know if I'm not sure about whether it replaces their science or not.
Yeah, that was my only question.
Okay.
Since they're teaching Regions Earth Science in the fall, in the spring, it seemed like this was replacing just regular Earth Science, Regions Earth Science.
Okay. I got
Which
it.
I'm fine with, it just that wasn't clear to me.
So
Okay.
Earth Science is a ninth grade class, though.
That's what I didn't understand, because then it says it's going to be offered to 11th, 12th, and advanced students. So, I'm not sure what the plan is there.
I don't want to say the wrong thing, so I'm not
So
gonna
it's a follow-up question.
have an idea, but.
I mean, I'm in favor of the class.
Yep.
I'm in favor of the textbooks. There's just
Yeah.
questions there.
I got it.
All in favor?
Uh,
Any opposed? Passed 7-0. Could I get a motion to adopt the following resolution? Bond resolution dated July 1st, 2020 of the Board of Education of the Cato Meridian Central School District authorizing general obligation bonds to finance the acquisition of school buses, authorizing bond anticipation notes in contemplation thereof, the levy of taxes and annual installments and payment thereof, the expenditure of such sums for such purpose, and determining other matters in connection therewith.
I'll make it.
I'll second it.
Kathy and Jenny, any questions on that? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Passed 7-0. Could I get a motion to approve the memorandum of agreement between the Cato Meridian Central School District and the Cato Meridian Teachers Association for teachers performing credit recovery after the end of the teacher work year in June of 2020?
I'll make it.
Kathy and Tim, any questions on that?
Can I just comment? That it's going really well. The kids that are in credit recovery, most of them are being successful in getting credit recovery option. We will have another MOA in front of you to consider for summer school. There are kids who cannot make it up in credit recovery because credit recovery is about fourth quarter, that kind of thing. It wasn't to make up for the whole year if I was failing. So next board meeting, we'll have an MOA for you to consider. But that will be more for summer school, which will look exactly like the MOA that you have in front of you, other than it will say summer school.
Does it look like we'll have the same percentage of kids that need summer school as we always do, or is it increasing a little bit?
That's less.
It's less.
That's less.
Is that because of the grading?
It is partly because of the grading, yeah. It's partly because of the district decision to hold kids harmless, especially students with IEPs and 504 plans. That is part of it, yep.
Only question I had was on timing. It looked like Kelly signed this June 3rd. So, do we think-
I didn't get it from Kevin until,
That's why I saw Kevin didn't sign it until June 22nd.
yeah.
They're almost done with credit recovery.
Right, I mean, we're
It's
approving
almost-
something that expired yesterday, so
Yeah.
that's not great, just from a board perspective.
Okay.
I'm totally in favor of it, understand, it's great, but,
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah, so as you can see, they had it in their hands.
Yeah, so maybe let them know that
Yeah.
the board would like to be able to approve these before they start their work.
Yep.
So, you said it's about, so what, how would you know it's about to expire? Is there a timeframe?
Yeah, in here it says that this expires.
And the dates aren't actually,
Oh, okay,
dates-
I see.
Term
It's actually 2 days later.
June 30th.
It actually started
I thought
2
it
days
was
later.
the same.
It was only 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's just a 2 different week, it was
Yeah.
2-week time period, it's a little different. But, yeah. Yep.
Any other questions or comments?
Just to comment about it too, some of our neighboring districts gave kids 65 and said have a nice summer. So we chose to do the credit recovery option to help kids try to fill the gaps for going into next year. So it's kudos to our teachers to really, and our kids and our families to put in the effort for those 2 weeks.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Could I get a motion to adopt the resolution approving the retention of Bivens and Associates Architects to provide architectural, engineering, product management, and related professional services effective beginning on July 1st, 2020? Kathy and Tim, any questions or comments on that?
So the first piece that, just a reminder, thanks Tim for being on the committee. It was pretty much a unanimous vote out of the 15 of us, I think 14 of us said Tim was the choice. The first piece that he's going to be working on for us is the building condition survey. But we also met today about some signage in front of the high school because we are putting junior, senior high school and changing the signage. So I met with Tim today, and we talked about him coming in sometime probably in September, just to introduce himself and, things like that,
So my question is, are they essentially replacing Teach and Pay from here on out?
Correct. The only piece that TKF has is the outflow project, so they will be dealing with that, which is, something that's already approved at SCD. We wouldn't want to change in the middle of it.
Yes.
But yeah, from this point forward, Tim Bivens will be here with us.
Thank you.
Yep.
All in favor? Any opposed? Pass 7-0. We'll move on to superintendent's reports and correspondence.
Again, I just want to thank Gwen for turning this around. I know you probably didn't get your materials, prior to like you normally do, but Gwen turned it around really quick in order for us to have this meeting July 1st. So thank you.
Thank you.
And the reopening committee, I have several people interested. I am going to have to let people know. Some people know they're part of it, and some people know they weren't selected, simply because I have about 20 names that I don't have a school person in there yet, but it's, parents saying that they want to be a part of it and, things like that. Again, we'll start working on that when the guidance comes out, which is supposed to be mid-July. And it doesn't mean that we're not working behind the scenes right now, because we are administratively looking at online learning and what our level of expectation should be for teachers in an online learning environment and for kids for an online learning environment. So again, we anticipate that it's going to be some type of hybrid come September, but that remains to be seen.
It's not looking good. The way it's spreading in the U.S., it's not looking good.
And that was all.
Okay. We're going to move on to public comment, and somehow I missed the public comment on agenda items, so I will open it up to our public tonight to comment now on non-agenda and also agenda items tonight.
I have no comment.
And there is no comment from the gallery. We will move on to board member comments and updates.
I want to thank everyone who worked really hard getting graduation together. It was really nice, and I know it was long for the kids, but it was nice they got something, because I don't know, they kind of wondered if they were going to get anything. Thank you. I know it was a lot of work.
Yeah, I saw the hours that went into it, and it's not even
I
my
know, it's a
hours.
lot.
I'm talking, the committee really who put it all together, Aaron's hours back there. It really was a huge effort
And-
from facilities to teachers.
Actually, Aaron, I think it was really probably, like, my parents it's hard for my father to get around, so I think it was probably easier and nicer for him to be able to watch graduation on YouTube. So that was kind of nice.
Good.
Yeah, you got all made it look so flawless. Really, it just seemed like just a well-oiled machine of
It went very well.
so organized. Everything was thought through.
Yeah, we are actually putting it together. Paul Greiser is putting it together to make the one graduation ceremony. So we're working on that too. So you'll see that come out where it's one continuous ceremony.
Is that something that, looking down the road when we don't have COVID anymore, something that we can do anyways for people who live out of state or grandparents that aren't able to attend? Or
Yeah, I think Absolutely.
To-
Like,
to-
we understand, even like tonight in the board meeting, there are people who've commented to me and said, I watch the board meetings, type of things. We'll continue to do this. It's the same thing. We do have some new software too, and a new camera through our huddle system that we might be able to use in, for example, in graduation versus just a basketball game or football game or, whatever. So yeah, we've upgraded our technology to do that too.
And just some statistics on that too. During the graduation, we had on average between 70 and 120 simultaneous views going that whole day.
Wow,
So I thought
that's
it was
awesome.
Pretty successful.
Good opportunity, and it's a nice feature for some people.
Any other board comments?
I was just going to ask, that article came out in the newspaper about the student from Jordan Elbridge that got the 2-year associate's degree, and I think that we've had a lot of discussions with us about it, and parents have reached out to me like, oh, is Peter working on that? And I told them to reach out to you, but I didn't know if
I
you...
did get an email
Good.
from a particular parent. We were close, but we're not there. There's several factors for that. One was simply the college. CCC has really made it a lot easier to get a 2-year degree compared to the way it was type of thing. OCC's kind of had that option, so that particular district, Jordan Elbridge, they sent everyone to OCC. So it really was a program type of thing. But secondly, we've had some teachers get different certifications in order for them to teach, for example, the science course, because you have to be certified, you have to have the degree in college in the area in order to be taught, or in order to teach that particular subject. Okay, so some of our teachers, although they're certified in, for example, they're certified in social studies, they weren't an American history major. So you can only teach the American history college course if that was your major. So we're much closer. A lot of it was the science piece, which we've taken care of. There's the college itself offering when, so you can get the sequence in order to get the 2-year degree, and while you're in high school. So they've partnered really great with us now. So I think you'll start to see that. But there were a couple of barriers.
Yeah, it was just that article came out in the newspaper, and I think it just created some buzz.
Yep.
Anybody else?
So I just want to go back to our meetings. Our meetings on August 10th start at 7. Did we say we were going to do?
Executive session at 6:30.
Executive session 6:30.
Is that every single meeting? I thought it was only going to be one meeting a month.
If needed.
Okay.
So we'll let you know, like, if it's needed, then we'll meet at 6:30. Otherwise, the regular board meeting starts at 7.
And then on the Wednesday, May 6th meeting, I think Wednesday is May 5th. So are we meeting that Wednesday, May 5th or Thursday, May 6th?
Is that the public budget hearing?
Yeah.
And
What's that date? Do you know that? Are you looking at
May 5th.
Yeah, I'm looking at
Wednesday.
the calendar here to see what
It's prior to the board.
It's supposed to be Wednesday, so is that the 5th?
Yeah, that's the 5th. Yep.
Okay.
So it's Wednesday, May 5th. Okay.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, we'll make that change.
Anybody else? Okay. Can I get a motion to go into executive session for personnel?
Yep.
I'll make it.
I'll second it.
Kathy and Jenny. All in favor? Opposed? That ends our regular session this evening. Thank you for watching.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Aaron.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
We're coming up with a system so Aaron doesn't have to be here and take